Being prepared to raise a family in the United States is an important step for new refugees and immigrants. Newcomers will face many challenges in the first months or years living in the United States. For example, they simply miss their friends and family from home. The schools are very different and more difficult to navigate. They may feel their neighbors and community are strange. It may be harder to get a good job or a similar job to what they are used to doing in their home country. The U.S. laws can be confusing, or some may feel it's harder to keep their spiritual values in the United States. The process of dealing with all of these feelings and adjusting to a new culture is experienced differently by each person. Some people will adapt quickly and easily, and others will adapt more slowly. It is important to reflect on what strengths your family has that can help you navigate these challenges. For example, maybe you and your spouse talk every evening about problems you are facing and make a plan for how you will navigate them. For parents, there are expectations for raising your family in the United States. It is important to know these expectations so that you are prepared. Although you are supposed to be aware of the expectations of raising your children in the United States, you do not necessarily have to do it all by yourself. There are resources available to help you as a parent. Resources could be through government agencies, for example, the Oregon Department of Human Services, known as ODHS, social service agencies like ERCO, and other community-based organizations. The first expectation is about health, hygiene, and nutrition. Parents are responsible for maintaining the physical and emotional health of their children in the United States. Parents should obtain health insurance for their families so they can go to the doctor regularly. Parents should dress their children in clothes appropriate for each season. This helps children stay healthy and strong. Parents should feed their children nutritious meals so they remain healthy and can perform well in school. Avoid buying and feeding children junk food. Adapt the plate method for planning meals for your family. When you imagine your dinner plate, half of it should be vegetables. Then 1/4 will be a protein or meat that is the size of your palm. The last quarter of your plate will be your grains. For example, tonight I will make a salad for my vegetables. I will eat a chicken breast for protein and a 1/4 cup cooked rice for the grains. This method can be useful to help you plan the ingredients you use and the portions of each food group you eat in every meal. The next expectation is about discipline. You should use alternative methods of discipline to physical discipline and understand the child welfare laws and systems in the United States. Discipline helps children understand what you expect, how to behave, and what happens when you misbehave. Discipline helps children be in control of their own behavior. Children learn best when they know they are loved and supported. Strategies for this are listening to your children. When they are being good, tell them to reinforce the positive behavior. Make sure they are physically and emotionally safe, and be a good role model. As a parent, you have to guide your children so they understand which behaviors to follow. Strategies are helping your children solve problems, show your child how to do things, or give your child a chance to do it the right way. When a child misbehaves, there is usually a reason. They may be tired, hungry, frustrated, seeking attention, or wanting control. When children misbehave, children need to respond in a way that helps them learn about the effects of their behavior. Having consequences for misbehavior is more effective than using pain, fear, shame, or humiliation. For example, if your child colors on the wall, have them help clean the wall as a consequence. Children are protected by the government from being physically hit or abused by parents, teachers, or anyone else. In the United States, children have their own rights that parents should be aware of and respect when they discipline their children. In addition, parents should know the expectations around supervision in the United States. Supervision means that you are monitoring your child at all times, making childcare arrangements, and knowing how to screen TV and other media. There are expectations that parents supervise their children. Parents may break the law if they leave their children at home unattended regularly. Young children need a babysitter if the parents leave the house for prolonged amounts of time. Children need a plan for getting to and from school safely. Children need to be supervised in public places like the grocery store, mall, or public parks. Parents should set rules about their children's TV and phone use to make sure they are accessing age-appropriate content only. The last expectation to note is education. Parents must know how school systems work, the school's expectations for parents, and expected behavior of children in school. Parents are expected to be involved in their children's education and schooling. Parents should listen to feedback and advice from their children's teachers regarding their grades and behavior at school. Children are expected to arrive on time with their school materials every school day. There are consequences for children regularly missing school, being late, or not having their materials or assignments prepared. Children will need support from their parents to make sure they can meet these expectations. In the United States, children may have many assignments they must do at home. Children will need a comfortable, safe place to do their homework at school, after school, every day. Let's do an activity. Take a moment to think about how these expectations are different than your home country. Now, what is one challenge that you are facing? And what is one strength that your family has that will help you overcome this challenge? By continuing to learn about the expectations of parents in the United States, you will be prepared to navigate any challenges that come your way. Don't forget that you and your family have unique strengths that will help you overcome these challenges.